Morning, church. Today is day 18 of our daily videos, and we're looking at Romans 9. As I'm preparing for this, it is such a long passage, and Vicky and I tried, and we've done a few different videos on this, and I'm just going to give you my thoughts, and then hope you have a blessed day. So in Romans 9, we're looking at some really challenging and hard issues that involves God's plan for Israel and also God's own character. Paul starts off this chapter by sharing how much he is heartbroken over the state of Israel. Because Paul was both Jew and a Roman. And he and both him and his father both served as a Pharisee, and he was truly a child of Israel. He was such anguish that he had because the nation had rejected Jesus. A few had believed, but Paul knew the majority of them didn't. Paul had gone on to great lengths in Romans to show that the law cannot save. Shockingly, Paul says that he could wish that we would be cut off from Christ, presumably if the people would come to him. Paul finds Israel's rejection of the Messiah all the more sad because God has given to her so many privileges. To show that God can give his mercy to whoever he likes, Paul gives 3 examples from Israel's history. He gives the promise to Abraham and Sarah, the son. The second, he gives the twins to Rebecca. These are all Old Testament stories. And then the third is hardening Pharaoh's heart as he was raining down the plagues in Egypt. So the question is that fair of God? Paul imagines his readers asking the question, who are you to answer back, mere mortal, is what Paul asks. He compares God to a potter and asks if the potter can make an item out of the same lump of clay, pots for both honourable and dishonourable purposes. Paul takes it further, asking if God could make vessels of wrath prepared for the purpose of destruction. What if God potentially dealt with those vessels of wrath, even though he was willing to show his anger and power against another purpose? Somehow, Paul seems to suggest God's patience with the vessel of wrath is tied to revealing his glory to vessels of mercy. Paul quotes scriptures of Hosea and Isaiah to show that God is calling out some Gentiles to be his people, while also calling out the remnant, but not all, of Israel. He has called all of those out through faith in Christ. The Jewish people have stumbled over the stumbling block of Christ because they have sought to reach righteousness through their own works. We need to be people who are following Christ because of his saving grace and not through works, not through the law, not through sacrifices, but we need to be ones who are wholeheartedly looking for God's mercy and righteousness. Hope you have a good day.